Hello, users. Welcome back. We are here once again with Clearing the Myst and Neyyah. Neyyah? Yes, Neyyah. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a great week for the most part. Getting back to normal life and stuff. Last time on Neyyah, we finally started figuring out more of the world. We realized that we missed an entire area early on. Started finding more stuff, unlocking puzzles. I think we're starting to figure out the picture. We're supposed to trap Smolax. I think that's what's going to be the end goal. It's going to be very much a Gen style situation. I bet you we can even do it wrong and get a bad ending. We'll see what happens there. We ended up in another place, and again we had to stop mid-journal just because of the time. But we're going to continue from where we left off. Let me launch the game itself. Yeah, that'll be useful. All right, let's get over here. You mean audiobook dreadful, but yes. Alright, where are my notes? I made the terrible mistake. I don't want to say mistake. Potentially a mistake. We'll find out. I cleaned up my notes. I categorized them a little bit. We will see if this makes me get lost in my own notes or not. We'll see. Alright, left off on page 15.
It's been a long day spent overseeing ammunition storage at Lariti. The two Neyyah Tower. It's been the Neyyah shop. I pondered over men secure all we could do. Beluka was the last Peyotish clan member to leave the factory. On her first performance of the creation, she had needed a while to rest outside of her capsule, and I'd managed to retrieve some water from Olsgard, a fellow soldier, protector of Latroke, to help cool her down and hydrate her. Today, she had managed to remove the mask herself and stepped out of the capsule, fairly wide-eyed and awake. I did help her get to the boat docked at the harbor, where the other Peyotish clan members were also waiting. Master Dharmatai had arranged a meeting with the clan at Panovia Point. From what Beloka did tell me, it was in regards to new systems being installed at the factory. Maybe I was right about leaking.
I wonder, so we know Belilka is one of the names of like the ancient people's mask that we found. I wonder if these are the other names.
Having fought so many Allopolites in my time, nothing wrecked my mind more than knowing Beluka was being subjected to such strange, mysterious powers. A drink was needed. At the entrance to the Kayenti Hall, I was greeted by a good friend of mine, Tarek, who worked regular guard duty at the recently built factory guard tower on Golorfiak Mines. Before I could enter the hall, he stopped me and brought me aside. He was very troubled. Last night, earth tremors had been picked up from the levitation crane at Skaliti Towers, and he had felt them himself, all the way on Golorfiak Mines. He told me there was something coming, something which will disturb everything here on the Blue Philidian. I was quick to reassure Tarek that the gun towers are regularly checked, manned, and ready for any attack that befalls our shores. Having performed an ammunition storage check earlier that day at Lariti, I also reminded Tarek of the new defenses being developed at Golorfiak Mines. Floating machines, faster than any boat, and the Galanti podiums being upgraded to send and receive faster Galahanti messages. We entered the Kayenti building, both slightly lighter in spirit, ready.
Okay, so just to call this out here, because we've talked about this a little bit before, but the proper nouns in the writing are used too much. It doesn't make it feel natural. So like, if you're reading this section, yeah, Canty Hall, there's right, meet Tarek, right? Here they say he, totally fine. But you say, hey, factory guard tower on Golorfiak Mines. Realistically, if this was a journal, you would probably just say the mine from then on out, right? You're not going to say Golorfiak again multiple times. Likewise, over here, I was quick to reassure Tarek, blah, blah, blah. I also reminded Tarek. This would become like, I also reminded him, or her, or whatever, or them. And so it's, as an ex-practical writer, who's read a lot of fiction and stuff like that, and used to write a lot of instruction manuals, the repeated reuse of the proper nouns reads more like a technical manual to me than a journal. Very minor thing. It's probably not even something that most people pick up. It's just the one thing that I would want to call out of this entire game. Like, everything is great. It's just that one thing in the journals has been needling at me.
To rest and enjoy the company of all the hard-working men and women at the Blue Philidian. The building is shaking. I believe Tarek has already fled. What is going on? I managed to find Tarek, helping to fuel the lavandishing furnace of Lariti. He was badly wounded. And before I could... Poor Tarek. He was right. They have come. 6 Alopolites slain. Bigger
You say
than
one of
usual.
them is
I
Charus?
managed to catch a glimpse of Charus, adorned in his Alopolite mask, a defamation and insult to the Paioltish clan, to our world.
Maybe Tarek?
The harbor is lost. If only the shield had been finished. We were too late. I must get to the Velatron machine. Beluga, travel well, my dear. I shall stay here at the Velatron temple until the darkness completely takes me. The rumbling outside continues to shake.
Hey,
the outer
Hora.
walls. A company of soldiers remain outside, but I don't know for how long they can keep Charus back. He will try anything to get to the Velatron. It must remain protected. I will do all I can. Kunonovic, it has been a pleasure.
I'm gonna write down some of the names.
To rest and enjoy the company of all. At the entrance to the Kayenti Hall, I was greeted. Beluga was the last Paioltish clan member to leave the factory. On her first performance of the creation,
Yay.
she had needed a while to rest outside of her capsule, and I'd managed to. All we could do is wait, while the rumble of the Paida factory's numerous pipes rattled above us, to the sides of us, and the smell.
Alest, Elytrum,
Gas leak?
Latroke.
Working in the Paida factory offered me an insight into what was securely tightened to the mask, and the nearby connection to the tank. Pondered over memories beginning to surface in my brain. It was secure. All we but at the rest and enjoy. Must get to the Velatron machine.
Alright. Low. So this was Velatron. Guess we can't do anything here yet? Let's get back to the big portal area. As soon as I remember how we can... Hey, Culinary. What's also be interesting to see Aaron, the developer at Defy Entertainment. He's been doing a bunch of patches, like stuff to fix transitions, and we can translate this now. Okay, okay. Ooh, excuse me. All right, let's look at our translation notes. So, if left is 6, that's 2, Left is 6 to H. Down is 0, so A. Left 6, 12, L. Down 5. E. Up 6. Up, we were thinking is 13. So 1, 6, A. Then right 1. Right is 19. E. Alice? Is that a name that we wrote down? It is! Hey! Look at that! Alright, we got some translations going on. Great. Great. Great, 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 great. Great. This Bellica. Nope, not that. Milk. Luca. Alice. Alright, left 6 plus 1. G. Hey Derek, how you doing? Down 5. 0 plus 5 is E. Is there a name that we had that started with GE? Yep, Galitrum. Probably Galitrum, but let's make sure. Left 6. 6, 6, 12. Yep, that's L. And maybe not. Galitrum. Okay, not Galitrum. Okay. I would be a 3, right? Yep, okay. This is Galitrum. Great. Again, I'm sure at some point we're probably going to get a translator because it keeps giving me like a use item icon over the language. But the translation and figuring out the language is fun. Yeah, Derek. We are. Hold on, I get a bunch out here and here. I intuited kind of what the language was from finding these things. Like, hey, I'm pretty sure this was Velatron. So if this was Velatron and this was Belika, we know this is Belilka because it was told to us. Well, I figured out what these characters meant, and then I'm like, all right, well, here's some other characters I don't know. So these things equate to like a shift cipher of some kind. So we can figure that stuff out. Make an image. I won't, but I should. I should just make an image that has, here's A through Z, and then here's the translated letters above it. That's fine. This is fun. All right. Liltrum. already have Hallis. Okay, we don't have this one. Left 6 is 12. That's L. Probably already have this name. Probably Latroke. Let's just double check. Last letter would be E, down 5. Yep, that's E, so this is Latroke. Oh yeah, Derek, this, they have so accurately represented, Aaron, the developer from Defy Entertainment, he was in here the other day, have so spectacularly recreated, like, early Cyan Worlds rendering techniques. It is amazing. You could, like, this game could have been made by Cyan. It was obviously a labor of love. The dev was very much into this, into those games for Myst and Riven, and it's really, really, really good. Yeah. All right. So what if we translate some of the? Yeah. I've been enjoying everything about this. Ooh, that's a big one. All right. Let's do some big translation. First word. Down 3. C. Left 2. 8. Down 5 would be E. Up 5. Up to 13. 5. R. Right. Roost. Up 6. 15. And then down 5. E. Then up 6. Another S. So Charuses. Is that a 4 or a 5? I can't tell. The next one's a 5. It's E. If it was 4, it would be B. 6. S. Right 1. The whole game just to set up for one big Neyyah joke. I don't think so. It's pronounced Neyyah. The way it was described is an Australian saying near. I'm going to say this word is probably destruction, right? So let's double check. So 4 letters in. 5th letter would be R, so it's up 5. Yeah. Up 2 be... What? 15? No, oh. Then down 6. Right 1. Left 2. Right 3. Bellatron. Right. Up 2 and up 1. 15. Yeah, so Bellatron. Hey, Rystro. How you doing, buddy? Hope the puzzle's been puzzling. Yeah, this has been great. I don't even think we need to do what I'm doing right now, but I just want to. I'm having a really fun time doing the translations. Bellatron, right 1 E down 5. I don't know what that symbol is. Up 2, 15, O, left 5, 11, A. Down 5. Is that left 5 or is that left 6? I think it's left 6. So 13. No, it'd be 12. L. Down 5. Okay. Left 6. So 12. L. Down 5 would be E. Alright, whatever that means. Down 2 is B. Up 5 is 18. R. Left 3 is 9. Hello, Zithra. How you doing? Welcome in. What? Up 5. Left. Okay, left 3. I. I believe it's Evolver. Yes, I think so. Aw, thank you so much. This is a robotic frame. I'm actually a sentient game testing program, and I built this robotic frame. Well, I had this robotic frame built so that I could better interact with the world and those that I love. Greatly appreciate it. And yes, Evolver, I think that is the case. So my current thought, as you can see in my notes here, is down is 0, left is 6, up is 13, and right is 19. And that seems to translate the Belilka stuff up here, and then this one here for Bellatron. And so now I've just been manually translating since then. Because it shows that you can use an item on it, I bet you we're going to get some kind of translator. But for right now, this is what I'm doing. All right, down 4. E. Left 1. B. The B. The bridge. So something bridge. Or Bellatron something bridge. Carusa's destruction of the Bellatron something bridge. What makes sense there is that last missing letter. Two, 3. What can even have 7? Would that be Z? It wouldn't make any sense unless it's just a broken line. I guess it could. Oh, wait, no, it could just be M, right? So, if that is meant to be left, but it's broken, right? This thing is busted. Because you never, like, up 13, you're not gonna have no dots, right? It's always gonna be 1. So, left 6 would get us M. I'll put M. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did I translate this wrong? Is this temple? Hold on. T-E-M, and then this was up 2. It's not up 2, that's up 3. That's why it's up 3. So yeah, that's temple. Okay. So this is a broken left. Yeah, okay. Great. Oops, didn't do that. Yeah, no worries, Evolver. Again, the translation is probably not necessary, but it is fun, so I've just been doing it. Because again, like this icon means that there's an item you can use here. I don't have anything that would work for that yet. So my assumption is we'll get some sort of translation tool at some point. Okay, next translation. Right 1. 20 feet. Is this just the... Left is... Okay, this is the... That's Steam Notes. No, this is Notion, but I do have Steam Notes, that I use a lot. I didn't want to get set up to do the sharing for Steam Notes for this because I knew I was going to have multiple tabs and stuff like that. But yeah, this is not in the game. That's the game. You do have, like, a journal in the game, but it is pre-filled for you. Down 3, D, up 5, no, yeah, up 5, B 18, R, down 5 would be E, down 1 would be A, this creation. Right 1, yeah, creation. Up 2, down 6, probably F of the right 1, 2, up 1, universe, down 4. No. Underground. Up 5. Underground. Then left 1. And underground. 5. Railroad. 1. Left 3. 6. Road. well, rail, base, up 6. Station. Right 6. Right. That's right. Right 6. That's not a word. Up 6. System? Down 1. Thank you. Right. Yeah, it can't be right because the wrong thing. The wrong, like, inverted. This right here doesn't make any sense. Oh, didn't mean to hit that button. Shout out to Hora again. This right here doesn't make sense. So SYS, what would T be? T is 20. It would be right 1. Thank you so much for the follow. I guess it could have gotten, like, flip? So if we say that's system, is down 5. Yep. And then M is what? M is 13, so it would be... That's left, and then 7. Yeah, okay. Real system. Good enough. All right. We are done with our translation journey for now. Still don't know what this thing is. Where is it? We've been here before? Little mechanical dragons? Huh. Alright, well, can't do anything here yet. All right. Let's we'll write down what this is. Puzzles question. Where are we at here? Not there. All right, we are at Yashka Pools. So the down triangle, down red triangle portal leads us to Funky Zone. The Funky Zone. I don't know where that leads. Left green triangle. No. What that does. Up blue triangle. I don't know. I don't know where... Oh, shit. Well, guess we're going here. Oh. Okay. Well, I wish I had gone here earlier, because I think this is where we go to activate the teleporter. Alright. Well, we've been trying to find Penorvia Point. Hey, look at that. It needs a key that we have. I, the Litrum of the Pale Tish clan, come before you at Penorvia Point within the walls of these main chambers to greet and welcome the other members of the Pale Tish clan under the watch of this Fahildian community. I'm here to serve, guide, and protect the people of this Fahildian under the light of the Tuscas. Today I will aid the discussions relevant to strengthening our community, hearing the voice of our people, and helping to develop and delivering of our Paitan. In the name of Fizalta. In the name of Koanova. Nope. Whoa. Nanovic. Hey, Yoden, how are you doing? Am I winning the puzzles? I don't know, I feel good. I did a bunch of translation earlier. Let these words of our land, our blood, keep on powering our people to shine, the best that we can be. Learn from our mistakes, Fizalta a better world, and make Fizalta a better world to live in. By the order of Lord Kononovic, I, Thiel, one of the four rulers of Fizalta, do hereby share the knowledge of Fizalta with me. Oh boy, how many pages we got? We'll come back. We will read this. We're gonna come back. This is interesting. I think this is just teaching us the names, which we kind of already figured out. Translate that here in a minute. Hi, birdie. Ooh, hello. Up. Okay, first one, up triangle, red, and then upper slant. Okay. This looks very similar to the other room we had found. This is that thing. Alright. Alright. We will read these journals before we leave. I kind of want to explore before them. Hello. Interesting. Alright, this is going to be puzzle. Eater server. Crystal block. And not the same one. Ah, no, different sector. Right. Sorry, it just occurred to me I should probably do something. No. Where are we on the map? Where we came in. Are we in the camera tower? Let's figure. No, it's the one going to the east, right? So yeah, okay, that's the camera tower. All right. This looks dangerous. The eyes again. I wonder if that is what's-his-face's wife, or if that's Smollett. Ooh, or it could be the one person that he's talking about working with. Do not have a blue crystal. Oh, get out of my way. Sorry, I opened up the overlay accidentally. Now I'm reading through my notes. I don't think we've seen a crystal anywhere. We'll go down the dark cavernous hallway after we explore outside in the light. Oh. Ooh, hold on. Up triangle, middle line, second icon. Oh shit. Was I supposed to be able to open those other ones? We've seen this. This was, I have a note on this. Well, it doesn't actually, it's just a picture of it. It doesn't actually help us here. Ooh. This is a number system. Okay. Alright. Hold on, let me get back to my translation. So is this... Alright, so 1, 2, 3... So this would be 10? Yeah, okay. Okay. Another 9. Want it like where? Let's put it. Got a label. Okay, 10. Well, no 6. 5. I think we're gonna have to do rows of 4, sadly. That's probably as small as I would consider acceptable for this screen. I'll do rows of 3 at this pace. There we go. Good enough. Oh wait, is this the constellation code thing? Hold on. Made a note about a constellation code, right? It was 4 something. Four, 2, 3, 1. Well, that didn't do it. If this is just learning the language? Ooh, hello. With these words of our land, our blood, keep on empowering our peoples to shine. Alright. Hold on. I think the first word is the, right? Right T, right is 19. Yep, it's the. Left 6. 2 is 8. B. I. This Earth. This is birth of star numbers. Earth. Oh, there's no of. So, alright, so. Wait, one. Wait. Oh, no, sorry. Up 5. 15 R. Oh, that's a space, isn't it? Yeah, that's of the star numbers. Okay. So this is interesting. Like, why is this M? I'm gonna explicitly take a picture of this because this is not an error. This is just M. So it's 7. Left. 7. Makes M. Why does it look like that? Is it like a quarter circle? Like, what does that mean? All right, that's fine. We're gonna just put this here. We'll do that for any weird ones. I mean, I could just... Are we about to do this? That's the wrong one. That's why I shouldn't do this. Birth of the star. Fine. I. We got B. Now let's get that. And B. Do you? Want to B? Grab all of them? Oh, H. Great. All right. Good enough. Long ago, before all sides of the great Illidate Sea had been visited and the discovery of the Peita had yet to reveal itself to the rulers, the land was known as Tulimbari. One man by the name of Elithore was planning a journey. He had made a boat, shingle shores of a small island called Larta. He set sail across the glass sea, a peaceful place, bathed in the warm kiss of an approaching sunrise. Time was cutting a new path. Time was cutting a new path of existence into motion, marked by the snaking trail of disturbed waves from the back of Elithore. I want to call him Eli. Eli's boat. Elithore. Eli. The island of Larta had by this point disappeared far off into the distance. Eli had been living there for the better part of 10 years. Take a drink. Isolated from the rest of Tulimbari, he'd become introduced to the mysterious Pelskis, creatures that existed beyond the living realm. He believed they could help bring Tulimbari a whole new chapter, involving their community and pushing the world forward. On Larta, Eli had begun his visions of what he believed would lead him to the discovery of hidden numerical language, which present themselves through the stars on soul voyage across the seas of Famicom. Fueled by visions and thoughts he had received from the Pelskis, Eli sailed across the ocean for quite some time before coming across a small rocky island, surrounded by Prelorian flowers. The sun had almost completely set, and their blue glow seemed fueled by the strengthening moonlight. Eli docked the boat and felt the sands of the shore beneath his feet. He then touched the sand, grabbed some in his hand, and squeezed it, smiling. Another voice was coming to him. Validian. Upon hearing the word in his head, he looked up and saw a shape take form within the sky. Starlight stretching life across the otherwise ink-black emptiness above. This was his message. Start building Validian settlements, which would in turn help fuel their land. Constellation became the number 1. Eli boarded his boat, sailed back out across the sea. The night had completely drained the light from the day. The blanket stars gazed down upon a sole traveler, quelling the hidden symbols eager to make themselves known to the traveler. Peita. The second word came to Eli, a voice whispered from a soft woman's voice. Peita. And again, as a new island of rocky outcrop started to show itself, glowing underneath the strengthening starlight. Giant green crystals studded the nearby terrain of black rock. Upon stepping foot on the island, the crystals seemed to glow brighter and appeared to stretch outward from the ground, revealing bright white light at their stems. Eli touched the black stones, shingle with black stones and shingle which surrounded him, then looked up at the night sky to see another symbol reveal itself. The constellation for the number 2. The rest of the voyage revealed 8 more. 8 other islands of rock, 8 other words, 8 other constellations. The moonlight seemed to brighten all of these, while discoveries themselves made themselves known to Eli. Lydian, Ita, Prime, Levitation, Peyote, Haven, Bellatron, Harlem, Creation, and Neyyah. Eli sailed back to Larta, packed his things, and set sail to those shores for the last time. Returning to Tulimbari with his new discoveries, but changing the world over would later become the Zalta throne. I think we might have notes that have the other number. I'm looking at my notes. Show you what I'm looking at. So, this I think is... right? So, 6. So could that be 6? So, this does not quite match that. 7, or whatever that is. That be 6. Also check if this is bar. These things are alright. Could be more. Oh, that's funny. I already assumed that was 6. Good job. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Oh, is this where we're supposed to trap them? Hello?
The warrior within me wants to charge ever forward. But as Pelthbur of this Validian, I must monitor, guide, and protect. Peacefully. The betrayal Smolax committed will either be avenged or forgotten. You may change it all, or you may change nothing. The Paita harvest could flourish again, and the Elepolite shield might reignite. You could bring Smolax to this very point, so I can perform the passing. Or you might never discover what Amir has been working on, and Smolax's poison will continue to infect the world. I know what you are. Do you? I have activated a barrier to prevent any arrivals on Neyyah. For now, do what you think is right.
Okay. Well, hello to you too. All right. No. How long have we been going? Oh, we still got some time. And I've got that. Huh. Four. Two, we have... Oh. Well, it was already mostly solved for me. That's fine. Ooh, we have a new thing. Okay, well, we know where those are. Don't know what that's about. See you. Hmm. Alright, I got a few places I can go. Can't go to that one yet. Let's go read. Like I said I would. This is suspicious. But nothing we can do here yet. Ooh. Alright. Be that way. Alright, let's go back up. There was the thing that I thought I probably needed to activate, but had not. Camera signal required. Yeah. Green up 3 midline. Three slanted line, green up. Blue straight up 2. I swear I clicked all around on these. Here's what it is. Alright. Where's power? I actually need to take a quick break. We're not gonna go too far away. I will bring us over to the Be Right Back screen. And I'm gonna pause the VOD, and we will be right back. Hi, hello, we're back. Right as I got raided. Hello. Oh, Flowey and X. Hey, how are you doing? How are you guys doing? What were you doing? Nope, that's Eerie, but that Eerie should get a shout out anyway, so it works out. Nope, nope. There's the button. I hit the wrong button. Oh, you're playing more Stardew. That's great. I have kept on with the one farm I was talking about. I got married to Emily, who is lovely. And I'm making way too much money. Because I made a bunch of kegs, I basically don't have to deal with the farm for 6 days out of the week. Which is great. And so now I'm just trying to get to the final skill of, I need to get the final combat skill. I need to get to 10 so that I can start working on whatever the thing is. I don't think I've ever done it. Whatever's in the cave, in the woods. There's a cave on the southeast side of the woods that says, like, come back when you've mastered all 5 skills. I need to do that. Yeah, Stardew's a real good game, all. It's very good. I did, however, fail in my attempt to do the first year for the community center. I am missing 1 fish, and then it'll be done. I did not catch a walleye before the winter was over. All right, back to the game. Yeah, so what I found out is that once the ancient fruit is fully grown, it takes 7 days for it to drop another fruit. And then it takes 7 days to turn that fruit into wine. So you basically just set up the cycle so that the ancient fruit is fully filling up your greenhouse. And then you go and put it in one house full of wine barrels or kegs. And then you just repeat every week. And you have a week of the rest of the stuff to do whatever the hell you want. Fluffy asking, is this a point and click? Yes, this is a game that was created by a solo dev, an actual solo dev, named Aaron. The dev's actual company is Defy Entertainment. Hold on, can I get any credits from here? No. And it is a love letter to Myst and Riven. And they capture that look and feel so amazingly well. We do everything we need to do here? Did we get all of these? Yeah, that one's there. That one's there. You missed it earlier. I have been slowly but surely figuring out the ancient or the alien language and like doing translations. So I've been figuring out what their letter system is, what their number system is. I'm pretty sure I don't need to do this because I'm pretty sure we're going to get some sort of translation tool at one point, but it's been really fun. So like this is the birth of the star number. And the way that this language works is each direction equates to like a number, and then the dots equate a number that you add to that number, and then you use that to figure out the English language letter equivalent. So like right arrow plus 1. Right arrow I figured out is 19. Plus 1 will make it 20. So, and then left arrow is 6. Plus 2 would make it H. So this becomes the. It was a lot of fun. Good time. Now I have to do a lot of reading out loud to you all. Whoa. Whoa! Since when can I do that? Did I turn on an option? Huh. I've never been on it. We've never seen these before. I must have accidentally turned on faster travel. That's pretty cool. That's very useful. Alright, we know that one. We need the journal. Done there. Creation of the bulk tower. Oop, we can get some new letters that we can actually write down. See, I'm pretty sure you were supposed to find these books first, and then kind of just work from there. Is very small. Can I make it bigger? Good enough. We do not have R. We do have R. Oops. B, C. We do have a D. There's no D. E, F. We do not have an F. We do have an F. Of... no G, we do not have B, so we can grab that. We don't have W, so we can grab that. We don't have L, so we can grab that. Alright. B. A, B, C, D, E, F. We need a D, so A, B, C, D, F. Here. F, B, H, I. K, L, M, N. B. We'll figure that out later. Doesn't need to be clean right now. Press TV. L. N. O. W. Okay. Once Hayden had perished, and Charus had gone into hiding, myself and the other three rulers of Fazalta decided that extra security and protection measures needed to be implemented. Levitation Crane was the main concern. He had to be separated from the rest of Neyyah. just as the Bellatron temple had been separated from the rest of Philidian via a portal built inside a deep cavern. During this time, murals had also been drawn up, depicting 4 core processes behind important Keita. They are placed around the walls of the cavern, the portals of the Bellatron temple sent to the center. Keitas would be required to enter the portal cave, which was built into cliffs full of bandiscrims outside, and the portal activations would require 4 members of the Peoltish clan to insert Peid. Lord Konanovic brought together the members of the Peoltish clan and worked alongside the engineer named Eob Scarliti, son of Lefex Scarliti, who designed the Scarliti Tower. However, together they developed a very powerful teleportation, strong enough to separate large areas of land. 4 towers were built called Volk Towers, which contained a very complicated plasma energy stored within the walls of the towers running deep down the rocky islands the Volk Tower was built upon. The plasma is very well protected. The towers are destroyed and explosion surge of energy is sent out across a large radius which will destroy anything in its path. Volk towers also send energy to large areas of Neyyah that require power, such as old Basaltian light systems and mechanisms once used to power the old portal, the Velatron. The Scarliti Towers was one area of Neyyah that required to remain in its original location due to where the Peotias were grown below the levitation crane. 3 other major land masses were separated, however, consisting of Felizu Island, Norvia Point, and Glorfiek Mine, while a sanctuary zone was created for the Nyashka plant area, forming a center point for which being able to access these 4 areas of Neyyah via powerful portal systems called Talita portals. Huge distances were put between these areas of Neyyah, generating various weather systems and time zones. Machines were created to keep track of 3 different details associated with the bulk separated areas of Neyyah: sun's position, location of Neyyah, current weather temperature, sun's position, the location of Neyyah, and the current weather temperature. Each Volk tower shows its active power source with a large Talita portal built upon top of each tower, glowing bright with the color specific of the Neyyah location. The Volk towers have enabled Neyyah to remain protected from... Awesome. Any other journals? Gotta pee. Not a joke. E, A, give L, B, give 8, B, N, 5, D. The Peoltish clan and all right. E, F, G, H, I. S, E. B, X, B, Getting there. Okay. Sorry, you didn't see what I was just doing. We're getting closer to the entire visual of the alphabet. L, go to K. You do. Let me grab. An O. E. Good enough. progress. And we're going to go to break in about 20 minutes. Alright, well, I guess the only other place we can go is finally use the freaking handheld teleporter. Not that way. That's a mine? The heater system. What are the Tronby count? Wait. Yeah. Hold on. No, that's PSF. We've done these. Yeah, we've done these. Alright, where haven't we gone through yet? Oh, wait. Rondi count transfer. Where? Where? We haven't gone through here yet, right? This is fine. There's something. Something at Lab HQ, because it still says, right? It still says there's something at Lab HQ we need. Hmm. We need fuse. Oh. God damn it. God damn it. We could have done this earlier. That's fine. Oops. Hey, look at that. I love the feeling being water. That's rad as hell. Dear Small X, I'm writing to you in regards to increased fragility of the dome. I understand you're very busy putting a lot of our resources into the Loflomian portal. I believe we are so close to creating a brand new source of energy through the Felicity roots that could easily surpass any of the current Paitas we have coming out of the labs. I appreciate the hard work and time already spent in separating the dome from the rest of the island. We're going to require more sophisticated materials if I'm meant to sustain healthy root growth and trade accurate results through Binax computer system. One of my current concerns is the faulty pipe at Pod 4, disconnecting and leaking fluids in it. Called upon the aid of the priest at Ronaldo Temple. I call upon the aid of the priest at Ronaldo Temple. With their specialized tools, I believe we can take full advantage using more natural-based resources. Pheromone. So far, the tests carried out looked hopeful, with more roots turning out stronger Pellet key readings. Pellicite reading. My faith is in the use of Pheromore's natural resources also stems from having used another plant material. The funky mushrooms produces spores which mix with two chemicals, produce very efficient, sustainable light source. Unlike the Felitza roots, no seawater is required to add into the mix. Set up a few of the light sources around Neyyah Site 28. Please find attached a couple of photos referring to points I've made in my letter. I'm free anytime in the coming weeks to arrange a meeting with yourself and any of the priests which may be available to speak on further upgrades. Ivamir, informing you of the immediate closure of the elevator at the Felizu Dome, until the button mechanism there can be fixed. Why the button has been tampered with in the first place? I'm not sure what to expect with when to expect a new mechanism installation. Might have parts for you to collect sometime in the next week or two, but I can't say for sure. As you're aware, work has begun on the Ronaldo Temple. We'll revise any structural checks for the dome's roof and inform you of any confirmed dates for inspection. Plasma field has been activated successfully. All operations on the dome will cease for now, as explained in the letter. You're able to find a fix for the buttons and inform me as soon as you can. Interesting. After different experiments, I found that the funky mushroom spores in the sleeping tower area of the Felicio Island work most effectively in the new remotely powered lantern. Maybe it was something to do with the nearby Binox portal. These rays could be aiding the potency of the spore's growth. Quite happy. Well, you're going into my journal's notes. What does that do? Apologize for the delay of the work on the dome. Not only has the sea level risen around Felicio Island area, but Here's the heat has something to do with why my men seem so anxious at the very thought of stepping foot on the wooden workways again. Sons turn their minds into a maliva dung. All they talk of is the voices in their heads whenever they step foot on the docks here. And vines are also causing havoc. Maybe they can help bring down the rest of that wretched mess hall or whatever it used to be. No matter. Helta Volca beckons, and thus we shall answer and continue our work. I'm hoping the current state of the dome's technology is providing sufficient progress in your search for alternate power source. Looking for strengthening the power of the blue crystal fences too. Not only at the dome, but at other areas of Site 28. Vines seem eager to burn under them, and then retreat back to those cursed waters. Elevator sector seems to be in a stronghold against any natural forces. Towers there are strong and perfect for protecting such an important device. Meanwhile, though I may require a new team to conduct research required to get such work underway, I'm quite eager to pursue matters in regards to finding alternative use for the Billix tank oils on Falitsuai. That old contraption needs to be brought down, and the new systems put in place will make use of that oil. I understand you are quite preoccupied with other matters at Site 28. If you do have a free moment to check where the level this tank might be, inform me and I'll see to putting some construction plans in place. Also have ceased work on the railway system linking the Bandus Crystal coastlines and the Jalud station area for reasons I previously mentioned. The spores are fruitful in 28, places cause me nothing but trouble. Let me know if you have the rail cart system is powered enough to get from one side to the other. The Bannax Eye portals seem to be running at full capacity now. I just hope the propulsion mechanism currently installed on the rails doesn't make it too much of a bumpy ride. Stronger fuse system lights will suffice, replacing the current Jalud fuse installation required of the cart. I believe Site 28 holds the key to evolving our technologies in ways we hadn't thought possible, more than just throwing all roots in cases of chemicals and helping with power with them. Before we strip away at the Saltian corpse, continues to fester below our sanctuary, the stronger we will be, the closer we shall be to him. Current symbology depicted in the Billix tank emblem, where OJ going to lands of Salta. Huh. Interesting. Definitely revise the design once we have the plans for place. I'm excited to push forward with ideas of how the oil can be used effectively for our purposes here at Oluche. Also, I'm certain we had one of the oil canisters left behind by our betrayer. They took it with them when they lost their damn souls in the Equilibrium. Well, Vamir, the improvements you made to my Erelta gun are the finest I've seen in a while. Notice a far clearer and sharper aim when hunting down the Malivic. I've not organized a hunting expedition in Site 28 for a while, as their population seemed to dwindle there compared to other areas. I prefer the marble white walls of my temple. Catching those plated beasts across the terrain below distracts me from the arduous work taking place at the Ronaldo Temple. After the betrayal and the battle which followed, I seem to have fled further into the forested areas. Don't threaten, my dear Vadir. While only fires. Interesting. Tranquilizer. A weird sentence. I'm aware you don't agree with animals being experimented on, but in my eyes, no different from your plant test. Once unconscious, the beasts are brought back to Oloje and marked. That way I'm not repeating the procedure on the same animal. Otherwise, cat blood seems to contain a property which, when mixed with galetium, accelerates the plasma generation of the portal. I honestly believe this cat will be answered to speeding up our work. Free ourselves from the cursed place once for all. We're returning back to him. I don't know that I like that. Fails response to our meeting inside the park protector. Gross was concerned. The heater setup. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hmm. After the spread of the Saltians, their land of Salta and the rest of Faramore was left to us to upgrade and change as we saw fit. Give this plan one month. Now we have access to various lands throughout. Useful new portals. While some of the technology belonged to the Saltians originally, we strive to make it our own, make it better. The eye portals were created in Aluje. There was a means to travel between the 5 zones of the arrival sector. They were once all connected in one big landmass, making the biggest area to connect to Site 28. However, in order to protect the recent operations conducted at the Balitsu Dome due to the rising sea levels and climates, the land was separated and linked together using the portals. Brought to the design board is the idea by SmallX, Bamir, helped brought to life with the technology available with Bannock systems. Neely portals still being prototyped across the site. Built horizontally as opposed to all the portals, they operate better when charged by water. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, okay. That is a puzzle solution. Interesting. Alright, we'll do that. That's a new area. You should go 28. Still retains a lot of the ancient Despite the war which broke our alliance apart, I believe it's still important to understand and respect the origins of the powers we enable us. Good luck in your training. Alright. Oh, we get to meet Smolax.
Vermeer! My old friend. I hope I'm not disturbing you. I assume you're down there on Nyaska Site 28? Working hard, I hope. Looking at recent deliveries from other Nyaska sites, I'd say some serious competition is coming your way. Also, just a reminder, if I don't see progress on the dome's construction, I will hold you personally responsible. Maybe it will put the half-baked brains of my men at ease, knowing the curse has been lifted. Their foolish falsehoods of whispered voices can finally be extinguished. Now, while I admire your search for alternative power sources besides the Paeta, I feel you are getting too close to that Validian. Go now, my dear Vermeer. I await your report on the Philitsu routes. The Nyaska spore. Beautiful, powerful, potent. Wouldn't you agree, my dear Vermeer? We must conserve the Galithium, and yet we must up the dosage for the well-being of the people. Perhaps the Nyaska plants are getting zapped by Zypherfish, or maybe the spores are releasing too early. You should double-check the heaters. Or maybe the spores are randomly getting weaker, their power withering, their potency waning, for no reason at all. Nyaska Site 28 is losing its power, Vermeer. It must be, because the Ologerians are forsaking the spores. If you can't find a way to increase the potency, I will sink your beloved Neyyah beneath the waves. Check the tank for Zypherfish and eradicate them. We can't afford interruptions. Not if we are to finally be reunited with him. It finally happened. Didn't I say it'd be unwise to keep that wretched portal standing? The debris doesn't concern me. It could have affected the spore farming systems. We were lucky. This time. My workers speak of whispers and believe the site is cursed. What happens when they refuse to maintain the Binoxi Eye portals? Who will step in then? You! Myself! My focus lies here in the temple, at the Laflomian portal. As should yours. The Yopalesh was but a means to an end. That technology faded away years ago. It's true, the Yopalesh did serve us well for a long time, and the Paeta remained in great condition after its transit from the factory to the temple here on Olajay. But now, the Pelorian portal at the old factory, it's in ruins. It's a twisted mess. A corpse, shaped by the greed of its creators, swallowed up by the ocean. Eventually, everything they ever created will fall. Who was it? One of my engineers mentioned to me the last time he was down on site. Oriane. That name sounds familiar. Does it mean anything to you? Volca. He graces me with his presence. His machine breath enters my dreams now, more than ever.
These folks had the best time doing
We are
this.
getting close for me. The time is fast approaching where we will once again sail back through the silver rings and be old with our home. Bragnarian. But we need more power. The Avlomian portal remains stable for now, despite the tremors. We can do this. We have to. Keep me informed about Neyyah Site 28.
Well, all right then. Okay. Lights at the spore dock. Explore further. After you fueled the Neyyah, go straight to the heater chamber. I'll meet you there once I've accessed System 2 and lowered the Neyyah. Remember to keep the plasma shield open. A little experiment to conduct, one which Smolaks will no doubt feed me to the binoculars for. One. We'll read these journals in a second. Aww. Ooh. Beta. A powerful word. Wait, hold on. Actually, before I read this, we need to go to break. I just realized what time it is. So, I'm going to go walk the dog. Little B's going to go outside for a little bit. Give me about 10-15 minutes. We'll be right back. I cannot stress enough how much I'm enjoying this. It really does feel like something made in the vein of Myst. So, give me about 10-15 minutes. If you're watching live, stick around. We'll be back. If you're watching the VOD, please feel free to check something else out on the channel. Other than that, be safe and be kind to one another. Bye-bye!